Alright, welcome back everyone. So the charger is completely done in terms of polishing. I have to do the coating on the wheels, but as far as polishing, Essence did a good job on it. As far as the matte graphics, which I'm going to coat next, it came out okay. They're still stained. Polishing did a little bit of visual improvement, but again, you were stuck with this stain here. And like I said, I already talked to him, told me he's going to have to get those replaced. He said okay. Again, up here, it kind of looks a little splotchy because that's just the way it kind of finished out with the polishing on there. But again, this is going to be spotted for going forward, so he's going to have to get this replaced, and he's going to have to get these pieces replaced as well. Now, Apex Detail came out with a video where he showed you can use Essence Plus to restore the appearance of your matte graphics. You can. Just keep in mind that, and he ended up coating over it. Just keep in mind that Essence Plus is a non-abrasive polish, which is essentially a sealant with filling capabilities. So your coating may not last long because you're not supposed to coat over this. And I tried it in one spot. It looks great. Once you do your panel wipe, it goes. The panel wipe takes off Essence Plus from the surface, and then now you're back to the original look that you once were. So now we're going to go ahead and coat the matte graphics. I'm going to be using the Xtreme Solutions Graphene Ceramic Coating, and someone's going to ask, can I use a paint coating on vinyl graphics, whether they're matte or not? And the answer is yes. Now, the companies like G-Technics, C-Quartz have their dedicated PPF and vinyl coatings, and the reason for that is because they stay more flexible. But you can use the paint coating, and you can see that it goes on wet, which is perfectly fine because it's not going to stay wet. The paint coating is going to, the coating on here, I don't care if I get it on the paint because I'm going to be coating the paint anyways, not with Xtreme Solutions, but if a little bit just gets on there, it's perfectly fine. So you just want to put on here, like I said, you can get away with using a paint coating on matte vinyls. Just push that over there. Okay. So let that set up for just a little bit, and you can see it looks pretty wet, and you're like, wow, that looks amazing. And for the most part, it does. You just want to work it into the pores. You don't need to let it sit very long, so let me just go ahead and put the applicator down. All you're going to do is basically just need one towel, and then once it looks like we're going to let the coating kind of flash for just a couple seconds. It does, Xtreme Solutions doesn't need a lot of time for it to flash. And it's pretty humid today. Let me check the humidity right now. It's been humid all week. At the moment it's 63, and you can see it's 73% humidity. So it's been pretty humid here in California recently, the last few days, and you can feel it. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and start wiping this off. And you can see how the color changes of the vinyl surface. I'm going to grab another towel just for the final wipe. So for when you're coating matte vinyls, just keep in mind that they're going to get an enriched color. Okay, so that's it. It looks pretty matte. It's kind of hard to tell in here because it looks pretty good. I don't know if this kind of shows how dark it looks, but I mean, it looks, again, it's going to just enhance the look of it and give it that richer, darker color. And that's pretty much all you're going to do for that. I mean, it looks good. Actually, let me coat the other side while I have you guys on camera. So let me load up a little bit more. cap on, and we'll walk over there and we'll do this side here. Let me put this blade down, it's in my face. This is not a coating saver applicator, it's just some generic one that I had. I figured it'd be good for this particular task. And I'm just working it in too because this graphic is pretty porous. Okay, I think that's good enough. So let that sit up for a few seconds and then I'll wipe it off. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward on how to coat it. Take both towels over there. And then we'll coat the roof up here too and kind of see what that does. But again, you can use a paint coating perfectly fine on here. You know, it's starting to do its thing. I can see whatever portions I got on the paint. I'll let it sit for just a few more seconds and then we'll wipe it off. But I mean, that's all there is to coating your matte vinyl graphics. It's not that hard. Alright, so we'll let that set up. It's starting to rainbow. You can see it on the black portion here. It looks pretty good. Okay, so let me get this other towel here. And then we'll do a final wipe. Except I'm not too concerned of getting paint coating there. I actually could have coated that with the same coating. Alright, so again, that's the coating the matte vinyl graphics on your vehicles here. And if you guys are interested in doing that on your own, again, it's pretty straightforward. All you got to do is really just clean it, but get these matte graphics coated right away, because the longer you let them go, the harder it is to maintain them as soon as you get the car. But again, that's the matte vinyl graphics going forward. I'm going to do the roof, I'm going to do the trunk, and I'll show you what those look like when I'm done.